What does it take for a royal stalwart like Princess Anne to leave the world captivated with a single heartfelt message? For the famously pragmatic daughter of Queen Elizabeth II, her words to young Princess Charlotte reveal a blend of wisdom, caution, and hope. Crafted by decades of navigating the intricate web of royal life, it's a moment that bridges generations, offering a glimpse into the monarchy's future through Anne's seasoned lens. What experiences shaped Anne's perspective on duty and sacrifice? How does her message reflect the challenges Charlotte will face as a modern royal? And why has this exchange left such a profound impact on both the royal family and the public? Let's uncover the story behind Anne's extraordinary words. It's no secret that life within the British monarchy isn't just about tiaras, state dinners, and grand processions. It's a life under constant scrutiny, with every move dissected by the public and the press. Princess Anne, having lived her entire life in the spotlight, understands this better than most. Her experiences, both as a young royal grappling with expectations and as an elder stateswoman observing the evolving challenges of royal life, have shaped her unique perspective. In many ways, Anne embodies the bridge between tradition and modernity, and her recent words to Princess Charlotte carry the weight of those decades of experience. As the daughter of the Prince and Princess of Wales, Princess Charlotte represents the future of the monarchy, standing third in line to the throne. Unlike previous generations of royal women, she will maintain her position in the line of succession regardless of any younger brothers, a historic first in British royal history. This shift signifies progress, but it also places an unprecedented spotlight on Charlotte. With that comes immense pressure, something Anne is all too familiar with. When Anne reportedly sat down to speak with Charlotte, it wasn't just a casual chat. It was a moment steeped in purpose, wisdom, and, as it turns out, a measure of caution. Anne's words, while full of love and encouragement, carried an undeniable undertone of warning. They were shaped by the scars of her own experiences and the lessons she's gleaned from watching the lives of other royal women, particularly her late sister-in-law, Princess Diana. Anne knows the price of living as a public figure in a royal family that is often torn between tradition and the demands of a modern, connected world. Her life has been marked by duty above all, often at the expense of personal desires. As a young woman, Anne faced relentless media attention, not unlike what Charlotte is beginning to experience now. Whether it was her equestrian successes or her personal relationships, Anne's life was fodder for public consumption. And while she largely brushed off the gossip with her trademark dry humor, the toll it took on her was undeniable. For Anne, the conversation with Charlotte wasn't just about imparting advice, it was about preparing her for what lies ahead. Life as a royal isn't just a privilege, it's a responsibility, and one that often comes at a high personal cost. Anne's message reflected her understanding of the complexities Charlotte will inevitably face as she grows older. It wasn't simply a lecture about duty or decorum, it was a heartfelt acknowledgement of the sacrifices that come with a life lived in service to the crown. The message also touched on the importance of resilience. Anne has long been an advocate of a get-on-with-it attitude, a mindset that has served her well in the face of public scrutiny and private challenges alike. She wanted Charlotte to understand that strength isn't just about enduring hardship, it's about finding a way to thrive despite it. Anne herself has exemplified this, carving out a respected role within the royal family that is both distinct and impactful. But there was another layer to Anne's words, one that brought a sense of poignancy to the moment. As much as she wanted to instill resilience in Charlotte, she also wanted to protect her. Anne's reflections on the late Princess Diana, whose struggles within the royal family were well documented, added an emotional weight to her message. Diana's experience was a stark reminder of what happens when the pressures of royal life become unbearable. Anne saw firsthand how the constant media attention and unrelenting public expectations contributed to Diana's turmoil, and she is determined to help Charlotte avoid a similar fate. Diana's life was a tragic example of how the royal family's glittering facade could hide deep personal pain. Anne's message to Charlotte was, in part, a warning. Never lose sight of who you are. Anne emphasized the importance of holding on to one's identity, even in the face of relentless public demands. For Anne, this was perhaps the most crucial piece of advice she could offer, given the unique challenges Charlotte will face as a future leader within the royal family. What made Anne's words so impactful wasn't just the content, but the delivery. For a woman often described as reserved and pragmatic, the emotion behind her message to Charlotte was palpable. It was a rare glimpse into Anne's deeply protective nature and her hopes for the younger generation of royals. Her advice wasn't just a roadmap for navigating royal life, it was a heartfelt plea for Charlotte to find happiness and balance amid the chaos. This deeply personal moment between Princess Anne and Princess Charlotte has sparked conversations not only within royal circles but among the public as well. It's a reminder of the human side of the monarchy, often overshadowed by its ceremonial grandeur. As Anne's words continue to resonate, they raise a poignant question. Will Charlotte be able to carry the weight of her role while staying true to herself? Princess Anne's reflections on the challenges of royal life were rooted in her decades of experience, but they also carried the weight of history. As Princess Charlotte grows up under the gaze of a modern, media-savvy world, Anne understands better than most the pressures awaiting her great niece. For Anne, the message she shared was not just about preparing Charlotte for the spotlight, but about equipping her with the tools to thrive in a world that often demands perfection while offering little room for mistakes. Anne's perspective on these issues has been shaped not only by her personal journey, but also by the lessons drawn from her observations of others in the royal family. One of the most poignant examples is the life of Princess Diana. Diana, despite her immense popularity and connection with the public, struggled with the constraints and expectations of royal life. For Anne, those struggles weren't just a cautionary tale, but a reminder of how vulnerable even the most beloved royals can be. Her message to Charlotte undoubtedly carried the shadow of these reflections, serving as both a warning and a call to resilience. At the heart of Anne's advice was the idea of finding a balance between public duty and personal identity. This balance, as Anne has learned, is far from easy to achieve. Throughout her life, Anne has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to her role within the monarchy, taking on hundreds of engagements each year without complaint. Yet, she has also managed to carve out a sense of individuality, becoming one of the most respected and hard-working members of the royal family. For Anne, this ability to maintain a personal identity while fulfilling her duties is one of the most important lessons she hopes to pass on to Charlotte. Charlotte, unlike many royals of Anne's generation, will come of age in an era defined by instant communication and relentless media scrutiny. While Anne faced challenges with tabloids in her younger years, today's digital landscape amplifies every story, every image, and every gesture. Anne's message to Charlotte undoubtedly touched on the importance of being prepared for this heightened level of visibility. It's not just about avoiding missteps, but about staying grounded and true to oneself in the face of constant scrutiny. Anne's concern for Charlotte also reflects her understanding of the unique pressures faced by women in the royal family. From her own experiences to those of Diana, Sarah Ferguson, and even the Duchess of Cambridge, Anne has seen how the expectations placed on royal women can be particularly unforgiving. For Charlotte, the added weight of being a historic figure as the first female royal to retain her place in the line of succession makes her journey even more significant. Anne's message was likely a blend of encouragement and caution, reminding Charlotte that while the path ahead may be challenging, she has the strength to navigate it. The relationship between Anne and Charlotte is a fascinating one, shaped by their generational differences, but also by their shared understanding of royal life. Anne's pragmatic approach and Charlotte's youthful optimism create a dynamic that is both endearing and meaningful. Their bond is not just about shared lineage, but about shared responsibility, a responsibility to uphold the monarchy's values while adapting to a changing world. Anne's insights into Charlotte's future also extend to the broader context of the royal family's evolving role. The monarchy today is far removed from the institution Anne grew up in, and she is acutely aware of the need for adaptability. In her message to Charlotte, Anne likely emphasized the importance of embracing change while staying true to the core principles that define the monarchy. This balance between tradition and modernity is something Anne has championed throughout her life, and it's a lesson she hopes Charlotte will carry forward. For Anne, this moment wasn't just about sharing advice. It was about ensuring that the next generation of royals is better prepared for the challenges ahead. Her message to Charlotte was a reflection of her own journey, one of resilience, dedication, and a deep understanding of the complexities of royal life. But it was also a message of hope, a reminder that while the path may be difficult, it is also filled with opportunities to make a difference. As news of Anne's message spread, it sparked discussions not just about the royal family, but about the broader implications of her words. For many, Anne's advice to Charlotte resonated on a personal level, serving as a reminder of the importance of resilience and self-awareness in the face of challenges. Her words were not just for Charlotte, but for anyone striving to navigate the complexities of life with grace and determination. Princess Anne's words to Princess Charlotte weren't delivered in isolation. They were imbued with layers of context and meaning, drawing from Anne's decades of service and the many challenges she has witnessed within the royal family. As the message began to ripple outward, touching both the inner circle of the monarchy and a public eager for insight, it became clear that her advice carried more than just personal significance. It served as a mirror reflecting the evolving role of the monarchy in the 21st century and the unique place Charlotte occupies within it. For Anne, one of the most critical elements of her message was the acknowledgement of sacrifice. Life as a royal often demands the forfeiture of personal desires and freedoms in service of duty. Anne knows this reality intimately, having dedicated her life to royal engagements, often forgoing the glamorous or attention-grabbing roles that others might have pursued. Her quiet determination and relentless work ethic are hallmarks of her legacy, and it is this same sense of commitment she hopes to inspire in Charlotte. Yet Anne is also aware of the emotional toll these sacrifices can take. Growing up, she observed how the pressures of public life strained even the strongest personalities within her family. From the abdication of King Edward VIII to the personal struggles of her siblings and their spouses, Anne has seen how the weight of expectation can fracture relationships and erode individual happiness. Her message to Charlotte was, in part, a plea for balance, a reminder to find moments of personal fulfillment amid the demands of duty. This advice is especially poignant when viewed through the lens of Anne's relationship with her own children. Unlike many royals of her generation, Anne chose to raise her children, Peter and Zara, without royal titles. It was a decision grounded in her desire to give them a semblance of normalcy, free from the pressures of being public figures from birth. Anne's ability to navigate the delicate line between duty and motherhood has been widely praised, and it is likely a perspective she shared with Charlotte, even if indirectly. While Charlotte will never have the luxury of anonymity, Anne's experiences underscore the importance of maintaining a sense of self in the face of public scrutiny. Anne's reflections also touched on the theme of resilience, a quality she considers indispensable for anyone navigating the complexities of royal life. Her own resilience has been tested time and again, from the challenges of her early public life to personal trials that played out under the media's relentless gaze. For Charlotte, resilience will take on a different form, shaped by the digital age and a world where social media amplifies every triumph and mistake. Anne's message likely emphasized the importance of internal strength, urging Charlotte to cultivate a sense of purpose and self-worth that transcends the court of public opinion. At the core of Anne's advice was an unspoken acknowledgement of the shifting dynamics within the royal family. As a new generation takes center stage, the monarchy faces questions about its relevance and adaptability. Anne's message to Charlotte wasn't just about preparing her for personal challenges. It was about equipping her to be a steward of an institution that continues to evolve. Anne herself has been a steadying force within the royal family, someone who has adapted without compromising her principles. Her hope is that Charlotte will inherit this same ability to balance tradition with the demands of modernity. As the conversation between Anne and Charlotte unfolded, it was clear that this was more than just a moment of familial bonding. It was an intergenerational exchange, rich with history and imbued with the weight of expectation. Charlotte, despite her youth, represents a new chapter for the monarchy, one that must grapple with the complexities of an ever-changing world. Anne's words were a reminder that while the challenges ahead may be daunting, they are not insurmountable. The emotional resonance of Anne's message also lies in its simplicity. It wasn't a grand declaration or a set of rigid instructions. Instead, it was a heartfelt expression of care and concern, grounded in the realities of royal life. Anne didn't sugarcoat the difficulties Charlotte would face, but neither did she dwell solely on the challenges. Her message carried a sense of hope, a belief in Charlotte's ability to rise to the occasion and make her mark not just as a royal, but as an individual. For those who have followed the royal family over the years, Anne's advice to Charlotte feels like the culmination of a lifetime of lessons. It reflects her pragmatism, her deep sense of duty, and her unwavering belief in the importance of resilience. More than that, it is a testament to Anne's enduring role as a mentor and guide within the family, a role that she has embraced with quiet determination and unyielding grace. As the story of Anne's message to Charlotte spread, it resonated far beyond the walls of the palace. To many, it was a reminder of the universal challenges of finding balance, staying true to oneself, and navigating life's expectations with integrity. While the monarchy may seem worlds apart from everyday life, Anne's words carried a sense of universality, touching on themes that resonate with anyone who has faced the pressures of duty and the desire for personal fulfillment. In the end, Anne's message to Charlotte wasn't just about preparing her for royal life. It was about giving her the tools to thrive as a person, to find her own path while honoring the responsibilities that come with her unique position. It was a moment of connection between two very different generations, united by their shared place in an institution that continues to captivate and evolve. As Princess Anne's words to Princess Charlotte began to take root in the public consciousness, they served as a poignant reminder of the complexity that defines royal life. For Charlotte, the weight of her role is not just about ceremonial appearances or the occasional family portrait. It's about embodying an institution that represents both tradition and evolution. Anne's message, though deeply personal, also carried broader implications, reflecting her understanding of the monarchy's place in an ever-changing world. Anne has always been known for her sharp insights and unfiltered honesty. These traits have made her a respected figure within the royal family and among the public. But what truly sets her apart is her ability to see the bigger picture. She understands that the monarchy's survival depends not only on its ability to adapt, but also on its members' capacity to remain relatable to the people they serve. Her advice to Charlotte was not simply about navigating personal challenges, it was about understanding the immense responsibility that comes with being a modern royal. One of the themes Anne likely emphasized was the importance of empathy. While duty and resilience are cornerstones of royal life, Anne knows that the ability to connect with people on a human level is equally vital. This lesson was one she observed firsthand in her mother, Queen Elizabeth II, whose quiet dignity and sense of service earned her the enduring admiration of millions. Anne likely shared with Charlotte the idea that being a royal isn't just about being seen. It's about truly seeing others, understanding their struggles, and using one's platform to make a meaningful impact. Charlotte's generation will face a vastly different landscape than the one Anne grew up in. The public's expectations of the monarchy have shifted dramatically, influenced by societal changes and an increasingly critical media. For Anne, this shift is both a challenge and an opportunity. Her message to Charlotte likely included a reminder to stay grounded, to focus on the values that have guided the royal family for centuries, while also embracing the inevitability of change. It's a delicate balance, but one that Anne believes is essential for the monarchy's continued relevance. The bond between Anne and Charlotte is an intriguing dynamic, shaped by their shared heritage and the unique roles they play within the royal family. For Anne, Charlotte represents hope, a new generation with the potential to redefine what it means to be royal in the 21st century. At the same time, Anne's message is rooted in a deep sense of protection. Having seen the toll royal life can take, she is determined to ensure that Charlotte is prepared not just to survive, but to thrive. Anne's advice also carried an unspoken acknowledgement of the power of identity. In an institution that often prioritizes tradition over individuality, finding a sense of self can be a daunting task. Anne, however, has always been a master of this balance. Her commitment to duty has never come at the expense of her authenticity, and she has carved out a role for herself that is both meaningful and uniquely her own. This ability to maintain a personal identity while fulfilling royal obligations is a lesson she hopes Charlotte will carry with her. For Charlotte, the path ahead will undoubtedly be complex. The digital age has transformed the way the public interacts with the monarchy, bringing both greater scrutiny and greater opportunity. Anne's message likely touched on the importance of using this platform wisely. understanding that every action, every word, and every appearance carries weight. It's not just about avoiding missteps. It's about making choices that reflect the values of the institution and the people it represents. The emotional resonance of Anne's message also lies in its quiet urgency. While the monarchy has weathered countless storms over the centuries, it is not immune to the pressures of modern life. Anne's words to Charlotte were a reminder that the strength of the institution depends on the strength of its members. By instilling resilience, empathy, and a sense of purpose in the next generation, Anne is doing her part to safeguard the monarchy's future. The public's reaction to Anne's message has been one of admiration and introspection. Many see it as a testament to Anne's wisdom and her unwavering dedication to the royal family. Others view it as a rare glimpse into the deeply personal relationships that define the monarchy, reminding us that behind the pomp and pageantry are individuals navigating their own challenges and triumphs. Anne's message to Charlotte also underscores the evolving role of women in the royal family. From Queen Elizabeth II's groundbreaking reign to the Duchess of Cambridge's modern approach to royal duties, women have played an increasingly prominent role in shaping the monarchy's image and impact. Charlotte, as a historic figure in her own right, represents the next step in this evolution. Anne's advice serves as a bridge, connecting the lessons of the past with the possibilities of the future. As the story of Anne's conversation with Charlotte continues to unfold, it invites reflection on the values that define the monarchy and the individuals who uphold them. For Charlotte, these values are both a guide and a challenge, shaping her journey as she grows into her role. Anne's words were not just a message of caution, they were a message of hope, a belief in Charlotte's ability to navigate the complexities of royal life with grace, determination, and authenticity. In the end, Anne's message to Charlotte is a reminder of the power of connection, the importance of resilience, and the enduring value of staying true to oneself. It's a legacy that Anne has embodied throughout her life, and one that she hopes will inspire the next generation of royals to carry forward with strength and purpose. Princess Anne's message to Princess Charlotte was more than just advice. It was a reflection of the profound care and responsibility that defines their unique connection. As the conversation between them became a touchpoint for discussions about the future of the monarchy, it highlighted the weight that rests on the shoulders of the next generation. For Anne, it wasn't just about preparing Charlotte for her future. It was about ensuring she had the tools to forge her own path within the confines of tradition and expectation. The significance of this moment lies in its duality. On one hand, Anne's words were deeply personal, shaped by her own experiences and observations. On the other, they carried a universal resonance, touching on themes of resilience, identity, and adaptability. These qualities are not only essential for Charlotte's journey, but are also reflective of the monarchy's broader evolution. As Anne spoke to Charlotte, she was imparting wisdom that could guide the institution itself through the complexities of a rapidly changing world. One of the most striking elements of Anne's message was its focus on empowerment. While the pressures of royal life can often feel overwhelming, Anne wanted Charlotte to understand that she holds the power to shape her own narrative. This message of self-determination is particularly poignant coming from Anne, who has consistently defied expectations and carved out a role that is both impactful and authentic. Her ability to navigate the rigid structures of royal life while maintaining her individuality serves as a powerful example for Charlotte and others who will follow in her footsteps. Anne's message also underscored the importance of adaptability. The world Charlotte will inherit is vastly different from the one Anne grew up in, and it requires a new approach to leadership and connection. Anne likely reminded Charlotte that while tradition provides a foundation, it is the willingness to embrace change that ensures longevity. This lesson is especially relevant as the monarchy continues to navigate its place in a modern, multicultural society. Charlotte, with her position in the line of succession and her visibility as a young royal, will play a key role in shaping how the institution evolves. The emotional depth of Anne's words was evident in the way they resonated with those who heard about them. For Anne, this wasn't just a moment of guidance, it was an expression of her hopes and fears for Charlotte's future. Having witnessed the challenges faced by other members of the royal family, Anne is keenly aware of the pitfalls that can accompany a life in the spotlight. Her message was a blend of caution and encouragement, a reminder that while the path may be difficult, it is also filled with opportunities to create meaningful change. Charlotte's potential to make an impact goes beyond her ceremonial role. As a young royal growing up in an era of heightened social awareness and technological advancements, she has the chance to connect with people in ways that were unimaginable in Anne's time. Anne's message likely included a reminder of the responsibility that comes with this influence. It's not just about representing the monarchy, it's about using her platform to address issues that matter, to listen to people's concerns, and to make a genuine difference in their lives. The bond between Anne and Charlotte is a testament to the enduring strength of family within the monarchy. While their roles and experiences are vastly different, they share a common understanding of the values that define their lineage. For Anne, this connection is a source of pride and purpose, a chance to pass on the lessons she has learned and ensure that the next generation is better equipped to face the challenges ahead. For Charlotte, it is an invaluable source of wisdom and support as she begins to navigate the complexities of her own journey. As the public reflects on Anne's message, it's clear that it struck a chord far beyond the royal family. In many ways, it serves as a reminder of the universal struggles of finding balance, staying true to oneself, and adapting to life's ever-changing demands. Whether one is a royal or an ordinary citizen, these challenges resonate on a deeply human level. Anne's words to Charlotte remind us all of the importance of resilience, empathy, and the courage to embrace one's identity. In the years to come, Charlotte's journey will undoubtedly be shaped by the guidance she received from Anne. While the road ahead may be uncertain, she carries with her the legacy of those who have come before, a legacy of duty, strength, and an unwavering commitment to making a difference. Anne's message was not just a moment of familial advice, it was a statement of faith in Charlotte's ability to rise to the occasion and leave her own mark on history. As the story of this conversation continues to unfold, it serves as a powerful reflection of what the monarchy stands for and what it can become. Anne's words to Charlotte were a bridge between generations, a reminder that the values that define the royal family are not static but ever evolving. It is this evolution, guided by wisdom and shaped by experience, that will ensure the monarchy's relevance in the years to come. In the end, Anne's message was about more than preparing Charlotte for her role as a royal. It was about empowering her to find her voice, to embrace her individuality, and to carry forward the traditions of her family, while carving out a future that is uniquely her own. It was a moment of connection, a passing of the torch from one generation to the next, and a testament to the enduring power of wisdom, resilience, and hope. With that, we have reached the end of today's video. If you have come this far with us, be sure to check out other videos on the channel.